I really need a fucking haircut, but instead I want to talk about the Marvel's Avengers patch notes. Let's do it. And usually I don't talk about the Marvel's Avengers patch notes because usually there's not very much in the patch notes that interests me. But this week we had some really interesting stuff, specifically when it comes to the talk about units and some interesting stuff otherwise, but let's just go. Let's just talk about it. So first off, we've got some huge stability improvements to the raid. And if you didn't know, the raid has been kind of a mess for certain players just because of how inconsistent it can be with crashing and with getting through the entire thing. And there are a bunch of issues that they have now resolved. So hopefully the raid will crash a bunch less and people will actually be able to complete it. For me, the biggest fucking thing that I interacted with on this claw raid the one time that I played it, to be honest with you, is that he would shoot his big old one-shot beam and I wouldn't see any indicators for it, and it blasted me out of the air a lot, and he's going to be doing that less, and it's going to be more properly indicated, which is just a huge change, and I'm all for that. For me, this is the patch that we needed before Crystal Dynamics went on their holiday, and it's just improvements to stability to the patch that they released, which is what they needed to do. Honestly, it should have been like a longer period of time, but I get why they needed to get one out, and it should have been more fixes, but again, I get why they needed to get one out, so I can't be too mad about it, but I do think that this is a step in the right direction. They really just needed to fix the content that they added to the game, and frankly, fix a lot more stuff, but this is, you know, good stuff in the right direction, so pat on the back for that. They also fixed an issue where they took away your intel outfit if you earned it the way you were supposed to initially, which is good because the people that earned those intel outfits by actually buying hardware deserve to keep them. Also in this patch are the new outfits for Spider-Man that were kind of missing, like the Black Widow Man suit, which is free for PlayStation Plus users. It's a really great design, and I actually just love how it looks. It kind of reminds me of the Far From Home suit. I like the black and red together on it. It's just a really good design. And they finally also released the Spider-Man Noir suit, which is fucking awesome, by the way, and you can get that in the Heroic Starter Pack for Spider-Man, obviously, not for fucking Black Widow. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, and just in case you didn't know, the next big skin that they're releasing for the MCU is the Infinity War Black Widow skin, which is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Why not a Peter Parker one, because that would fit, or why not a Hawkeye one, because that show's going on? It just feels like they lack some synergy with what's going on in the MCU right now, and I don't know, I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity, but whatever. It's their decision at the end of the day. They don't want the money, that's cool, I guess. But let's talk about the real thing that you're really all here for, and that's the fucking Fragments issue fix and how they're handling it, and in my opinion, they could not have handled this better. It's handled really well. So if you lost units, and you lost an amount of units that it's undisclosed, you will be fully reimbursed plus a little bit of a generosity fee. Let's go over what those fees are. If you lost anywhere between 65,000 units and 99.99 thousand units, you will get a 100k unit reimbursement, plus a nice little 100k fragment bonus. And that 100k fragment bonus goes with anybody that lost any units as long as you log in. If you had any less than 65,000 units, you were not affected and you will not be reimbursed. If you were in the 100k to 250k range, you will receive a 250k reimbursement, and these numbers just continue to go up. If you lost 250k to 499.99k, you will get 500k. If you lost 500k to 749.99k, you'll get 750k. And if you lost 750k units or above, you will be reimbursed the full amount that you can be reimbursed, which is the unit fucking total that you can have in your inventory. 99999999999 until the numbers stop. I don't know how actual many it is. I can't count. And of course, like I mentioned, that all comes with the 100k fragment bonus for your time wasted and, you know, the inconvenience of losing your shit and panicking for however long it's been since that patch came out, like 15 days. So if you lost some units, make sure you get into the game right now and check and see how many you gained back if you did at all. And maybe go buy some shipments because there is only like 15 more days to get your hands on that Iron Man Wakanda armor, and that armor is pretty sick. Comment down below how many units you lost and if you were reimbursed, and if not, let me know as well, because people should know about that. That would be unfortunate. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. We are pretty freaking close to 1,000. I have this pipe dream that we would hit it by the end of the year. That's 15 days. It's not gonna happen, but I can dream, you know? I'd have to upload more for that to happen, I think, but that's okay. Whatever, I try. And click on another video. There's videos on the screen, so I would appreciate it if you spent more time watching me. That'd be really appreciated, and it helps out a lot, actually. So maybe consider doing that, and I would, you know, thanks for being here. Bye. I'm sure I've talked way too long. Whatever, dude. I try.